Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund and Money Mile present your goals, dreams and plans.
So, how should I rebalance my portfolio as I'm coming closer to my retirement goal? First of all, should it be a year or two before I'm retiring that I start looking at easing off on equity, coming more towards debt? Should I do it 6 months before, 1 year before? How do I go about the rebalancing of
So it's also dependent on the cycle. So if I've had a very sharp run up in the markets in the last 1 year and I'm 2 years away from retirement, that's a good time to start looking at cutting down my exposure to equity. If let's say the market have been very dull for the last 2 to 3 years and I'm 1 year away from retirement, I might be willing to wait for some more time, for a couple of months, and then start reducing. But for someone who, let's say, comes to us for a retirement planning and say, okay, now I'm going to retire in say next 1 year. What should I be doing? Here is a sum of money, or this is a corpus I'm going to get at the time of retirement. What should I do? The retirement goal lasting for a long period of time. So it could be 30 years, 40 years. And if you think about it during your working life as well, if I had a 40-year run and I needed money, some money next month, but some money after 3 years, some money after 5 years, 10 years, so on and so forth, I would want some of that money which I needed in longer periods of time to be in equity. So the way I would look at it is that the biggest worry when you're retiring or you're about to retire or you've just retired is that I don't have fresh money or fresh earning to sort of compensate for any falls that might happen. So the way we look at it is take the first 2 years requirements of retirement. So let's say I needed 2 lakh rupees a month. So which means I needed 48 lakhs in 2 years. I'll just park that 48 to 50 lakh of funds and value into a liquid fund and say I will just simply do an SWP every month of that 2 lakh. So for the next 2 years, I am least bothered with what happens to the market. And then with the rest of the money, I have the freedom and the ability to plan for a little longer period of time. And then that's dependent on my risk profile and so on and so forth.
Always a pleasure talking to you, Lovaii. Thank you very much for joining us here on the Money Mile.
Wonderful, yeah. Thank you.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.